Sorry, 3 days? 3 days. So today's 4th day. Almost like it's okay, no problem. Happily you can manage. I know. Trust me. 1 week, 10 days, easily you can manage. Sir will be trying to repeat the concepts again and again. Those demo classes, demo links he will provide. Parallelly, once our session got completed, take a 1 hour time, read those, watch those recordings. And once our session got completed, immediately you can go with, you can continue with Spring Boot. Okay? I strongly advise, please don't waste time, join. Can you please have this? Again, next Spring Boot batch will take nearly 1 month or 2 months time. I am saying you this before only. So don't take this lightly. Don't waste the time. It will take time. That is the reason starting, sir, will take nearly 1 week, 10 days. Demos will be there. You can manage. No problem. The recordings will be provided. You can manage. The only thing is you just need to do a little bit more work. Check with that. Please make sure to have this. You know, we already discussed about URL rewriting. Did you remember this question mark? Yeah, after question mark, whatever you are having, that parameter, ampersand, this ampersand symbol separates the parameters I told you. Please have this. We already know this. We already used this in the code. Now we are writing. That is the reason first I let you write the code. If you write the code, easily you will be able to understand. We live in practical rather than theory. So maximum by Wednesday and Thursday, you will complete your advanced Java. After that, you will not be having my torture. Not done. One. Sabiha, next week, Amma. Actually, today I'll be ending our session a little bit early. I do have a small work. I hope it's okay for everyone. Done? Completed? Be fast. Be fast, please. After URL rewriting, what is the last option? Hidden form fields. Please keep aside it. Hidden form field. Now, kindly please have this one also in your notes. Hidden form fields are created by using input type equal to hidden. Of course, in the form tag, they store the data that is not displayed to the end user but can be sent without submission. I mean, with form submissions. Absolutely. Just write up to the syntax. Enough. The main concepts of session tracking are cookies and HTTP session. Basically, URL rewriting and hidden form fields, we will be using this for sending the data from the JSP to the servlet, not only for tracking a user session, Normal date also will be able to send. Okay. Navid, I understand. I understand. It's okay. No problem. Navid Khan. Just up to the syntax. No need to go the note point. Just up to the syntax. Just read the note point. Enough. I'll upload the entire notes, but there is a reason why I'm asking you to write. Whenever you're writing, are you remembering the code which you have written in the Eclipse? That's what. That is the reason. Please. And done. Completed? Now, this is actually one of the most expected interview point of your question. What is the difference between cookie, HTTP session, URL rewriting, hidden form fields? Turn your books to landscape mode. Turn your books to landscape mode and just please check this storage location. Where cookies will be stored, browser. HTTP session, server side. URL rewriting. Literally the name itself is self-explanatory. In the URL. Attached to the URL. Hidden form fields. Hidden in the form. Persistent. Up to which time it will be there. Until expiry or deletion by the user. When we used cookies, I gave you set age method. Did you remember that? When I'm using HTTP, cookie, set age 0, max age 0 I have given. This is what. Here, until session expires or invalidates. Until the user navigates away or session expires, only persists during the form submission. Hidden form field is available only up to the submission of the form. Once the form is submitted, you cannot use that value in the next HTML or JSP. You cannot do that. Are you understanding the point here? Hidden form field from the form to the servlet. That's it. Done. From the servlet, if you want to go with another, you cannot do that. Again, we should set the attribute. Security, cookie limited security. Session is more secure. URL rewriting absolutely not recommended. Why? Because it is actually displayed in the URL. And hidden form fields okay, not secure, but it is still not recommended. Better HTTP session usage. All are having almost same usage. The main use for these four scenario is for session tracking mechanism. Can you please have this in your notes? Feel free to use your own words, shortcuts, no problem. Please use your own words. Just one word, two words, I'm okay. No, it's not mandated that 100% you need to write exactly like this. Whatever you understand, right? No problem. Please. Sabiha, wait for it. You're asking, sir, you said that we'll be getting our code in mobile phones. Can you please show it? Did you do the task which I gave you on customer? This is what happened. How many of you completed that? One, two, UI? UI is also done. Try to do it completely, and once it's complete, come and show to me once. Okay? Yeah, first complete it. First complete it. Definitely, I'll try to show you the code which you guys have written in your Eclipse in your mobile. You will open it. I promise. Provided security constraints with your laptop. Please inform me if completed. Online students, if completed, kindly please make sure to message me in the chat. Carry on. Please carry on. Online students, please make sure to message me if completed. All right, I believe it's done. Yes? 1 minute. Be fast. Okay, I believe it's completed. Now, let me just try to get back here. I believe you remember this. Did you? Okay, just a second. Okay, anyways, tell me. Just a sec. SERVLET program. Is it done? Do you know SERVLET program? I mean, SERVLET program object? Yes. HTTP session, two key, servlet config. Wait. Servlet request? Yes. Servlet response, bean, DAO, JCF, not JCF, we don't know. Java collection framework. JCF means nothing but Java collection framework. In shortcuts, sometimes we'll address like this. Okay. Did you remember product being passing into array list and retrieving it back? Same JCF. And still we need to discuss about servlet context and servlet config. Actually, in these servlet context and servlet config, we already covered servlet context. We already know about servlet context. Servlet context. When wait, just tell me one thing. When a servlet context object will be getting created? Deploying the project. Did you remember servlet lifecycle methods? What are those? Init, service, destroy, get, 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 servlet, config, get, servlet, info. Before init method, okay, whenever we are instantiating initialization, init method is having a parameter. What is that parameter? Servlet, config. Servlet context object will be having information related to your server. What is the server you are using? Apache Tomcat. Servlet config will be having information related to your servlet. Listen to me very clearly. Servlet context object information will be shared throughout the project. Which object? Servlet context. That is the only reason we already used request.set attribute to the servlet context. Did you remember? We already used this request.get context. What it is going to return servlet context. You should remember this here. I think in user registration we have used this. Just a second. Let me try to remove this annotation. Okay. Where I have used servlet context, servlet context. Just a second. Give me a minute. Let me just try to close all. And here, uh, did you remember this? Come on, guys. We called a method. What is that method? Get servlet context. Whenever we are calling this get servlet context, what is the return type? Servlet context. For this servlet context, we are setting an attribute. We are actually setting an attribute where, see here. We are actually setting an attribute. Use this attribute throughout the project. Throughout the entire project, we can use this attribute. That is what I am trying to say. See, guys, right now I want to give you the difference between servlet context and servlet config. Servlet context object will be getting created whenever we are deploying our project into the server. Servlet context object will be having the information related to the server. Whenever we are setting any attribute to the servlet context, that attribute we can use that attribute throughout the project. That is servlet context. When you're speaking about servlet config object is different for different servlet. For example, user login servlet will be having one servlet config object. User registration servlet will be having another config object, servlet config object. Guys, for every servlet there are lifecycle methods are there now. What are those lifecycle methods? Init, service, destroy. For every servlet, a separate servlet config object will be getting created. That config object is limited only to that particular servlet. But when you speak about servlet context, for all the servlets, we can use this servlet context object. Are you getting the point here? For example, okay, let me just try to remove this. And by the way, here, hang on, what is this? Okay, not this. Let me just try to, I think you have remembered this diagram also. Did you remember this diagram? For servlet config, what is the implicit object? Config. For servlet context, did you remember the implicit object? Impressed. Application. We need to use that application object in the JSP. I believe you remember that. Anyways, for example, just for example, let me try to, no need to write anything, just please wait. I'm going to create a new dynamic web project. Don't need to write anything, just listen. Simply context context underscore versus underscore config config. I'm just trying to give a name like this. Wait, is it 4.0? Next, generate finish. Okay, context config. Now inside web app, I'm going to create a HTML or let me go like JSP. No issues. Now here simply I'm going with the or else I'll go with that HTML only. It will be already available now. Right click HTML. What is that? Index dot. Just let me try to keep it like this. Index dot HTML. Give a click on next. Finish. Now okay. By the way, I'm trying to use servlets, right? So obviously I need to build path. I need to import what is that jar file, servlet API into my build path. I'm not using any JDBC for this project, so no need to copy paste the OJDBC jar file. And here simply let me just try to CENT as center and H1 I guess. And after that, just let me try to write uh, just use here username input type equal to text name equal to simply I'm going to write your name just like this your name and yeah obviously I'll go with br and br two br statements and here input type equal to input type equal to submit name equal to sorry what is that value we need to write value right value equal to submit just submit okay now if I and by the way in my web.xml page okay in my web.xml page I'm having all this I don't need all this what I just want index.html now if I execute my program right click run as run on server save it I'm removing others from the server I'm only running my project subsumist what is this subsumist it is submit 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 okay let me just try to get back here so if I give my name and if I give a click on submit it should be going where it should be going there should be a form action tag okay form action yeah okay form action let me just try to go like dis you know what is this dis what is this dis url okay method I'm just using the method as post okay sure let me just try to slash form okay I'm just going to close the form this is username input type so now you know that we need to create a servlet okay go to package pack1 give a click on finish and I'll be creating a servlet go to new class and I'll be display servlet display servlet give a click on next to finish and here am I going a little bit fast I believe you can handle this online students please respond to me can you handle just say yes or no if you can say if you can handle you can say yes please okay that is absolutely amazing you can handle very good guys impressed okay now here I believe you know the code ext and is extensor http servlet by the way in how many ways we can create a servlet three what are those servlet Generic servlet, HTTP servlet. You know what is the recommended approach? HTTP servlet. Okay. Now I need to use a method PROTECT protected void do get do get do get. And tell me do get. Why do post? Come on, sir. We know, sir. Why? Come on. Here we are using method as a post. Obviously, we need to use the same method. Protected void do post. Okay. And yeah, just for understanding purpose, I'm going to use my overriding and here, HTTP servlet request and response. Tell me, what are those servlet request and response? Are those classes or interfaces? Right now, at least right now, tell me. Sir, how to say? Come on, can you see this? I means it is an interface. That's what. Okay. Such TP servlet request REQ, comma HTTP servlet response RES. And then, okay. And then after that, throws THRLWS throws servlet exception, comma IO exception. Okay. Now req dot get get servlet context. What it is going to return? I'll be getting a context object. Okay, I'll be getting a context object. For this context object, I can set the attribute. I can set the attribute means, for example, context. For example, just a second. Okay. For example, context dot set attribute. Let me just try to go like message one, and here I'm giving the message like Java is awesome. Just a small message. Now I'll be trying to send this request dot get request dispatcher. I'll go to DISP display dot JSP dot forward request response. Now here obviously at the rate web servlet. Could you please tell me what is that URL slash BIS? Now I'll be going to my display dot JSP. Let me just try to create my display dot. Right click on web app, not on WebINF. Right click on web app. Right click, go to new, select JSP, and here display dot JSP. Give a click on next, finish. JSP will be getting created. CNT at center. I'll go with H1, and I'm going to use my scriptlet tag here. I just want to write my favorite Java code. Okay, here. All right. Now, what I'll be doing, please observe. I'm using request request dot request. Yes. request request dot get get parameter. Is that get parameter? And what is the parameter I want to get? Uname. Okay, equal to string string name. Basically this uname is the name which I am giving here. Am I clear with that? Okay, now I'm trying to get it here, and along with this I want to get my data which is present in my context object. In the servlet context, I use a set attribute now. Now I want to get the data. Could you please tell me the code here? Application, APPLICATI1, application dot set attribute. Okay, what is that? Not set attribute. This is get attribute. Sorry, my mistake. Get attribute, and what is the name I have given? Message one, I guess. Message one, and here just let me try to go like string equal to string message one. Okay, and of course what I need to do here, typecast. Okay, string typecast. Now I just want to display out dot print print out dot print ln. Now here welcome welcome Mr. uh, plus name plus I just want to use BR and BR, okay, BR and BR. Now simply I want to display the message, okay, out dot print ln, out dot print ln message 1. I'm just trying to display the message. From where I am getting this message 1? From SERVLET. From servlet, I am trying to get this message. Yeah, we already know that. Why specifically writing this? Like we are trying to get this message from servlet. I'll let you know. Let me just try to execute, right click, run as Java application. Good, sorry. Run on server. Right click, run on server. Username. I'm giving my username as Kishan. Give a click on submit. Welcome, Mr. Kishan. Java is awesome. I'm from where I am getting this data from servlet. Basically, I'm trying to get this from SERVLET servlet CONTEXT servlet context. Yes or no? From servlet context. Oh, sorry, just a sec. Why? Sorry. Okay. Let me get back here. Refresh. Yeah, from servlet context, I'm trying to get this data. And I'm getting this data from the servlet. Yeah, we already know that. But the thing is, listen to this very clearly. We can send the data to the JSP. Listen, we can send the data to the JSP from servlet context from servlet. Okay, fine. Not only from servlet, we can send the data through web.xml also. What? Yeah, you heard me. From web.xml also, we can send the data to the, just a second. Give me a minute time. Let me copy this. Getting it down. I guess. Okay. Now, where is my web.xml? This is my web.xml. Inside this web.xml, up to now, we know about welcome file list tag. Now, I'm going to give you one more tag. What is that tag name? Please tell me. What is that tag name? Context param. Context param. Whatever the attribute which we are setting in the servlet, we can set similar kind of attributes from the web.xml. For example, I'm giving the param name as message. Param means parameter. Param means nothing but parameter. I'm giving the value as message to, and here I'm going to give the output as Java is amazing. Amazing. I'm just giving like this. Are you understanding the point here? Now, please observe here. I'm speaking about servlet. From servlet also, we can give the context object. No problem. First, we'll be trying to use that get servlet context method. From the get servlet context method, we'll be getting the context object. And with the help of that context object, we'll be trying to set the attribute. We'll be setting the attribute and we'll be trying to get the attribute in the JSP. This is one way. Another way is directly in the web.xml, we can use this context param tag, and here we need to give the parameter values. Parameter name, just message2. This message2 is similar like message1. And what is its value? What I told you, consider this set attribute as key and value. I told you. Do you remember that? So here, as of now, please tell me what is the key message2. What is the value? Java is. Now I need to get these values. I can do that. Let me just try to get back to my display.jsp, display.jsp, and now here simply remember that is a context object. So can I use application dot get init parameter? This the method will change. The method will change. Here get init parameter, and what is that parameter name here? Message2. Okay, message2. Okay. Now here equal to string 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 message2 equal to like this. Now I want to print that data here. This is also from servlet context only, but from is it from servlet or else from web.xml? Web.xml page. Now here simply I'm going to give it as message2. Let's find out, am I able to get the data currently? Refresh, and here I'm getting null. Okay, just a second, let me just try to hear br and copy here also br. I'm going to execute, right click, run as, run on server one more time. Username, I'm giving it as Kishan. Submit. Some servlet context, I'm getting my output Java is awesome. This is from servlet. From servlet context only, I'm getting one more message. That is Java is amazing. But this is from web.xml. Like this here inside this web.xml, we can write any number of parameters. Not only one context param. We can write any number of parameters, no problem. Here, is it mandatory that we need to write only one set attribute in display? Is it mandatory that we should write only one? Tell me. No, we can write any number of attributes. The only thing is the key should be different. Otherwise, it will be replaced with the, old value will be replaced with a new value. Did you remember key mapping in collection framework? Same scenario here also. I believe it's clear. This is about servlet context. Still servlet config is there, but that we'll discuss that tomorrow. Is that okay? Tomorrow, after I completed that servlet config, then I'll give you time for you to work with this code in your laptop. I hope it's okay for everyone. Online students, please respond to me in the chat. Am I clear with this, guys? So enough for today. As I told you, I do have some small work. I want to continue with that. Okay. All right. So that's it, guys. That's it for today. Thank you. Thanks for listening. We'll be trying to continue our sessions again by tomorrow. Thank you. I'll give you time to write the code tomorrow.